Ah, what do we have here? One of Joker's henchmen hanging by a thread above poison gas. Should I kill him? Yeah, I think I'm gonna kill him. See you later, mate, you fuckhead. Let's face it, superheroes have not been given justice in their video game adaptations for what seems like forever. Therefore, when Batman Arkham Asylum was released back in 2009, it was met with, what is quite fair to say, a fair bit of skepticism from gamers worldwide. But despite this skepticism, Batman Arkham Asylum proves to players that superhero games don't have to be bad. In fact, they can be pretty fucking good. The game opens with Batman travelling to Arkham Asylum with the recently apprehended Joker. Upon arrival, Batman suspects that something is amiss and accompanies the Joker into the holding cell area. Batman's intuitions were of course correct, and the Joker, with the help of Harley Quinn, escapes into the asylum and turns it into his own personal funhouse, releasing other inmates and really dropping Batman in the shit. It is now of course up to Batman to put an end to the anarchy that has overcome the asylum and ultimately put an end to the Joker's tyranny. The story throughout Arkham Asylum is fantastic. It makes great use of many of the key characters, both heroes and villains from the source material, and each adds greater depth to the story. The dialogue between characters both in the game and in cutscenes is always interesting, and the cinematic cutscenes themselves are just plain awesome to watch. As well as a solid story, Batman Arkham Asylum provides players with fun and varied gameplay, including combat, stealth, puzzle solving, and platforming. The hand-to-hand combat is simply fantastic, as Batman can link numerous attacks together to take on numerous enemies simultaneously. The type of enemies faced alternate as the game progresses to add a greater level of challenge to the game. For example, enemies will begin to wield pipes, knives, and even guns, making the player almost continually having to change up their approach to nearly every situation. This is where the stealth factor really comes into its own, as Batman can quite literally clear a room of armed guards without even being seen. Using silent takedowns, Batman can pick off enemies one by one, making the player feel just like the predator that Batman is. Platforming and puzzle solving elements are also abundantly included throughout the game, ensuring that players are always doing something different, so the game never gets repetitive. For example, Riddler puzzles such as finding hidden trophies and solving various riddles are fun and addictive, and players can certainly extend their playtime trying to find the solution to each and every one.
I'd have solved all the puzzles by now.
Batman's gadgets are plentiful throughout the game, and each has its own unique uses either in platforming or even combat and stealthy situations. For example, the grappling hook allows Batman to quickly gain access to a high ledge or gargoyle, whilst the explosive gel will destroy weak sections of wall, allowing passage, or can be used offensively against enemies. Another extremely useful feature throughout the game is Detective Mode. Detective Mode allows Batman to scan the area for hidden items, trails, passageways, and even enemies. For example, it allows players to see just how many guards there are in a particular area and which ones are armed and not armed, allowing players to adopt a strategy in advance. It can even see through walls, meaning that a lot of players' time will be spent in Detective Mode. Batman gains XP throughout the game, and as he does, players are able to make him stronger via a variety of upgrades that range from gadget upgrades to combat and defensive upgrades. This upgrade system I found was a great way to make the Bat stronger, but short of a few useful upgrades, I found a majority of them unnecessary, as once you have the combat down, you're practically invincible. This brings me to my biggest issue with the game. It felt too easy as a whole to play through. Whilst there were a few instances of challenge here and there, the game in its entirety was fairly straightforward and easily beatable. However, this issue can be easily overlooked by the sheer enjoyment that players will get out of this near 10-hour experience.
Just wait till you see my
On top of some great gameplay, the game's graphical presentation is top notch. Arkham Asylum features great detailed environments throughout Arkham Island, ranging from a mansion to the grimy holding cells of Gotham's most criminally insane. The character models look fantastic, very well detailed and very meaty, and the excellent fluent animation makes every one of Batman's movements look and feel so natural. The sound presentation is also great, with dark, ominous tones accentuating the dark, grimy atmosphere of Arkham Island, and superior voice work not only by Mark Hamill as the Joker, but also by many members of the supporting cast.
That was unexpected, wasn't it? Oh well, note to self, need stronger test subjects.
Dum-dee-dum-dee-dum. Oh, look, a body bag in a morgue. Let's have a look what's in there. Dum-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dum-dum-dum-dum. Holy shit! Batman Arkham Asylum is an awesome superhero game, a rare gem in a genre otherwise filled with shit. Its fantastic and varied gameplay maintains a high enjoyment level, its presentation complements the game in every aspect, and the story is told in such a way that players will be immersed from start to finish and come away feeling very satisfied indeed. So, if you're yet to take a trip to Arkham Asylum, you really owe it to yourself to give it a go. Arkham City is set to be released later this year, and I personally can't fucking wait.